but it did. Nevertheless, let's see, let's switch the things out, let's set the scores, everything is fine. So on the bottom corner of Tokamak LE, by the way, those who are wondering what is LE, it's ladder edition. Tokamak LE, we have in green colors playing Protoss Bobson. On the opposite corner in red colors playing Protoss, we have Ursagor. This is decider match, this is semifinals, whoever wins goes to the finals, whoever loses goes to the lower bracket against Balenko, and then it's best of one, deciding who is gonna go to the finals. Is it going to be Balenko, or is it going to be one of these guys? So pretty much they have this triangle situation, so they're battling who is gonna get straight to the finals, or who will have to fight his way to get to the finals in the losers bracket. That's double elimination for you. Nevertheless, both of the players are opening once again with similar builds. Let me adjust a little bit the music sound, because that, I believe, is a little bit crazy. And both of them are going Cybercore. Pretty equal starts, no proxies so far. At least it doesn't look like. There is the probes sent by each of them to block the other one. There is second pylon here built in the mineral line, and there is second pylon built here. So that's where could be the tech buildings could be built. Therefore they are showing that there are no proxies going on, because sometimes if it's like proxy gate, then the second pylon is the one who is being built there. Probes are arriving to block things. There is sentry being made, and there is stalker being made by Ursagor, and there is double adept once again made by Bobson. Bobson makes a pylon. Ursagor comes to block Bobson from the natural. Pylon is made here, and Bobson actually is not blocking the natural going up for Ursagor here. He's actually just evacuating. That's amateur league tournament where we are at. But Ursagor actually managed to put down the pylon to block, not for a long time, and adepts are shading forward. Well, Bobson is a little bit behind because he's landing his natural later than Ursagor are. He's going for Twilight Council this time. Again, I guess. And Ursagor is opening Robotics Way. Similar way as the previous game. Ursagor blocks the shades with the pylon. And adepts are pulled back a little bit to be more secure. There is Phoenix from Ursagor. That's casted Phoenix by Sentry, so that's not real. That's hallucinated Phoenix just to scout out the information. Warp Gate is going up for both guys. The natural goes down here, and worker wise I would say Bobson is in front, but unfortunately at the same time he is a little bit behind because his natural is getting done like 10 seconds later or maybe 5 seconds later. So that's the advantage. Ursagor goes for Forge. Twilight Council, this is very similar fashion he did previous game. The adepts, yep, Bobson forgot about his adepts and he lost one of them. The other one is trying to get inside the main, but once again will be blocked by pylon. Unfortunately this time his harassment didn't work out much. There are 4 sentries though. That's very much so, but yeah, Bobson is doing very similar thing I think that he did previously. He goes for double gates, blink, robo for the War Prism or any heavy units. And yeah, pretty much Ursagor is doing now the same thing as he did in previous game. Well, Worker Virus Bobson is actually in front. I don't know if economically he's in front. there has not been much activity. In previous game, the adepts from Bobson actually landed in the natural and main base of Ursagor. No, this time it's different. Actually, Ursa is going for third base. He's researching charge, +1. And will Bobson also go for third base? We don't know that yet, but he's going for multiple gateways, multiple pylons, and he's double scouting with Phoenix. There comes the observer, which will reveal this observer of Ursagor, which will be able to snipe down. Now this time there are multiple immortals. No, yep, there is not yet multiple immortals. There is one more immortal coming down. So far the game looks very similar to what we saw previous game. There's once again, this time there's 9 gates from Bobson. There is warp prism being made, and yeah, pretty much the main base is kinda scouted out by Bobson. The third base is done by Ursagor, and looks like Bobson is gonna push that third base specifically. Warp prism is here for some reason. There are more pylons being made. Ursagor scouts out with the Phoenix that no army is at home. There's double immortal, multiple stalkers. There is zealots with +1 and charge. So technically Ursagor is in front in upgrade. He has +1 upgrade, while Bob is not really having that +1 upgrade. He force fielded half of the army of Ursagor up the ramp and tries to fight through the +1 charge lots. Doesn't look like this trade is taking a good place, unfortunately. Yep, all the stalkers are done. He's resupplying them, but the resources lost are quite a bit here. So what will Bobson decide to do? Well, the Ursagor has resupplied the army. The observer is seeing what is actually happening. Bobson was sending the warp prism here. Almost gave it away. There is a pylon over here. I don't know if that's post everything, but there is once more stalkers jumping in. This time I think sentries don't have any energy, so they cannot force build to save the stalkers, and now they are lost. Meanwhile, Bobson sends his own zealots in the back from the warp prism to attack both the natural and both the main. And here comes the damage to economy. We'll see. So now he has already killed 8 probes, and he has successfully put himself front economically ahead of Ursagor, although his third base is only just started, so that's not good. But 12 probes have gone down, 17 and more so. The defense for the main base unfortunately was not good enough in this situation, but looks like Ursagor is preparing to go for attack, the counter attack. 28 probes, that's so much. It's crazy. Now pretty much the Bobson is doubling the worker count in between him comparing to Ursagor. So, and there comes another warpen with the zealots with the charge lots from Bobson. So he's keeping the pressure on and not letting the main army away from the main base. Although technically Ursagor could be splitting his army, he has like triple the supply of army, while Bobson does not have such a big army. He's just now probing up his third. He's getting his charge for his zealots. He has finished Templar Archives, which means that he could go for High Templars. There are Stalkers attacking the third base. Unfortunately, they are met with charge lots and Archons, which is really kicking some ass. And there comes another warping of charge lots. Bobson is keeping the pressure not to allow Ursagor to mine the main base, and now he loses warp prism. His army supply is just diminished There are only 10 of army supply, while on the other side there is +2 and 88 army supply. Yes, Walker vs Ursagor is behind, but he's now catching quickly up, while Bob is now on the Bobson now is on defensive stance. He's making a lot of Archons to protect himself. He's making Immortal, and now he hopes to handle the attack from Ursagor. The army supply still is like twice as big. Archons are really good against charge lots, but those are +2 charge lots backed up with more units. So it looks like it's gonna be GG here, because the army is just 4 times the supply as the Bobson has. I wanna call him Bob. Sorry about that. He's Bobson. Bobson loses his 3rd base, and Ursagor keeps resupplying his army. Why exactly he's building War Prism, I don't know, but that's the decision by Bobson. And yeah, Ursagor takes game 2, which moves him to the final.